Welcome back to Charlie Talks Global, where today we're diving into the vibrant cultures that make our world so fascinating.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a really fascinating article from 36 Degrees. It's called 2025 Just EA. Basically, it's arguing that this year, 2025, is huge, a real inflection point where AI starts to fundamentally rewrite our economic future. Our mission today is, to unpack the key ideas here, give you a shortcut into what they're calling the emerging AI economy.
Indeed. And it's not just the usual tech progress story. The article really positions 2025 as this pivotal moment. Why? Because it suggests AI, a non-human thing, starts operating independently across the whole economic chain.
The whole chain. You mean like...
Yeah, everything. Information gathering, sure, but also decision-making and actually doing things, executing tasks. Well, that's completely new.
Okay, let's dig into that. A big claim, almost startling really, is that AI's average IQ has now apparently broken past 110. That's higher than the human average.
Right. They mention models, OpenAI's latest, Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro, reaching what some might call genius level.
Genius level, like acing college entrance exams, kind of smart.
Exactly. And the key point isn't just speed. It's about AI getting this sort of generalized ability to think, to reason, and importantly, to deliver work.
Okay, so how does that thinking ability connect to the economy?
Well, it plugs right into that basic economic flow. Information gathering, then decision, then action. Think about it.
Right, the internet and mobile era really turbocharged the information part.
Precisely. Gathering info, matching buyers and sellers.
Mm-hmm.
But AI is closing the loop. It's getting involved in all three stages now.
So not just finding info, but deciding and acting.
Yes. These algorithms can genuinely think, make complex judgments, and then kick off actions. Imagine an AI not just finding flight prices,
Okay.
but watching the weather, seeing traffic jams, and then proactively rerouting your whole trip, maybe even handling the refunds if things go wrong. All automatic, that's the loop closed.
Okay, that's where it gets really interesting for, daily life and business. Because this leads to what the article calls an all-day automatic economic system. And crucially, no labor supply limits.
No limits.
Well, practically speaking, imagine AI agents coding software or designing a whole brand identity for a product or managing complex financial accounts.
Around the clock,
Yeah.
234/7. No tiredness, no breaks.
Exactly. And that relentless capacity could, they suggest, initially boost annual work output by like 3 or even 4 times in some areas.
Wow, that sheer level of output. I mean, computation becoming almost infinitely replicable, super low marginal costs. It does make you think, doesn't it?
Think about what?
Well, about that old idea from John Maynard Keynes, the non-scarce economy. If production becomes almost effortless, what happens to scarcity?
Right, a fundamental economic question.
And beyond just making more stuff, the article hints that AI's pure rationality could cut down on, our very human irrationality in markets. Less speculation, maybe, more efficiency.
Okay, efficiency output. What else? You mentioned something about a digital layer.
Ah, yes. This idea of a digital layer powered by AI. Think of it like an intelligent substrate beneath the economy. And one fascinating thing it could do is help us solve towards history.
Solve towards history. What does that mean?
It means instead of just using current data, you could potentially tap into optimal solutions drawn from millennia of human experience across all fields for whatever problem you're facing now.
So accessing the best of the past instantly.
Kinda, yeah. Applying historical wisdom, optimized by AI, to present challenges. And if you zoom out, this digital layer, this comprehensive AI assistance, it could trigger what the article calls a third wave of rationalization for humanity.
The third wave, like the scientific revolution or industrial revolution.
Exactly. But potentially even more profound, maybe leading to a digital axial age. Just like the original axial age brought foundational philosophies, this one, driven by AI, could reshape our thinking, our societies, our ethics. It's a big idea.
A digital axial age. Wow.
Yeah, it paints a picture where, theoretically, everyone might have the chance for full self-development, freed from old constraints.
That sounds incredibly positive, almost utopian. But surely there are risks. Does the article address the downsides?
Oh, absolutely. It's not all smooth sailing.
Mhm.
The article stresses 2 massive challenges, really societal questions. First, we absolutely have to ensure this powerful AI stays under human control. We need to steer it, not be steered by it.
Right, control is critical. What's the second?
Making sure the huge productivity gains actually benefit everyone, all of humanity, not just, a tiny elite. Achieving that truly non-scarce future, relies on broad distribution.
Okay, so control and equity, those are definitely huge hurdles.
They really are, and they need serious thought starting now.
So wrapping up, as we stand here in 2025 at what the article calls this critical juncture, what's the takeaway for you listening? The potential seems immense. Unprecedented abundance, maybe new avenues for personal growth, all driven by this AI revolution.
Which leads to a really profound question, I think. If AI starts handling more and more of the doing, in a world moving perhaps towards less scarcity, how will you redefine what's truly valuable? What meaning will you pursue when those old limits start to fade? Something to think about.